Leicester City, the Foxes, the club that captured the hearts of almost all football fans a few years ago when they defied the odds and won the Premier League. Many wondered how Leicester would go in the years following this massive triumph, and they're actually still killing it. It's weird to say, but Leicester finishing in 5th position is worthy of them having a rebuild. For the majority of the past Premier League season, Leicester City were neck and neck with Man City and to a certain extent Liverpool, but the fact that Leicester have only qualified for Europa League football is a huge disappointment for Brendan Rodgers' side. So today we head to the King Power Stadium and we take over Leicester City to make them European champions. But lads, we are on the grind to hit 400,000 subscribers, and still over 90% of you watching the video right now are not subscribed to the channel. So if you're new around here, make sure you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below. If you have not had the pleasure of seeing a rebuild video in the past, here are the rules. So the main objective is to win the UEFA Champions League. Every game in the rebuild is simulated except for the Champions League final. The transfers can be as unrealistic or realistic as we like. There's a big focus on the transfer window. And finally, of course, don't get butthurt if I sell your favorite player. There's the rules. Let's get into the rebuild. So taking a look at the side we have here to kick off season 1, there's honestly a fair bit to work with. Barnes, Madison, Tielemans and Didi, Chilwell, Siyunsu, even Pereira. These are all players that have a decent upside, but for this first season, I want to go in for or focus on a new centre-back to replace Johnny Evans and a young top quality right midfielder slash right winger to go in place of Perez. Well, that's not a good start. James Madison has torn his ACL. We are going to have our first player departure of this rebuild. However, Mark Albrighton headed to Manchester United for £7.7 million. And there it is, fellas. I said I wanted to upgrade the defense, the back four. Jonathan Tah coming across here from Leverkusen for £25.8 million. And going the other way is Johnny Evans. He's headed to Leverkusen for 11.1 mil. Have also decided to loan out Bart Kapustka, the Polish midfielder, to Alaves for the next season. And there it is, my two objectives for this transfer window ticked off already. It is David Neres coming across here from Ajax for £33 million. There's a lot of young players that aren't going to make it into the starting lineup this season. Another one is Damari Gray, who's headed to Celta Vigo. I was debating so much, and I feel like an absolute dickhead for doing this because Jamie Vardy is one of my favorite players, but I've got to say, the rules of the rebuilds are don't get butthurt if I sell your favorite player, and I was starting to get a little bit butthurt with myself, but this is a purely business decision when you've got a 32-year-old striker who at this point is already gone down 1 overall in the few minutes that we've started this rebuild. When Juve offer over £50 million for that, you've got to take it. So Jamie Vardy, I love you, I respect you, but I have to let you go. And we've gone straight in and found Jamie Vardy's replacement. It is Anthony Martial, who we have signed from Man United for £55.2 million. He might be 2 overall less than Vardy right now, but I'm thinking a few seasons into the future. So there it is, a very busy start to life here at Leicester City. Jonathan Tah, Neres and Martial all into the club. Albrighton, Evans and Vardy all out of it. At the halfway point, well, the 1st of January for season number 1, we currently occupy 4th position in the Premier League. Clubs like Chelsea and Tottenham breathing down our necks.
Lads, I'm currently editing this at 6 a.m. in the morning, and I have no idea what I just said there.
Also, speaking of Tottenham, I know I've said it a few times now, but I have started a career mode series with Tottenham on my second channel, Jared HD2. Definitely go and check that out. I'm uploading every single day over there, trying to hit 100,000 subs over there. So go check it out. I will leave a link in the description. And after our very busy start to life at Leicester City, we have done no transfer business here in the January transfer window. So we need to see if this side is good enough to qualify us for Champions League football. We've actually managed to finish off worse than Leicester City did in real life. We have stayed in that 7th position here. only getting 70 points, not even close to the top 4. That is honestly a very, very disappointing result right there. Taking a look down to the rest of the table, it is Sheffield United, Norwich City, and Southampton all being relegated. Man City did win the FA Cup. Liverpool defeats Spurs to win the Carabao Cup. Man City also win the Champions League here, taking down Jamie Vardy and Juventus, whilst it is Dortmund winning the Europa League final. So lads, that is season number 1 done and dusted here at Leicester City. Honestly, not a great season on the park, but off the park, we made some hectic signings, which have me very optimistic and very excited for season number 2. Season 2 begins with a player departure. It is Ayoze Perez leaving the club, headed to Villarreal, back to Spain for 17.5 mil. We have also decided to sell Islam Slimani to FC Cologne for 6.6 mil. I'm selling off a lot of the players that were out on loan last season. The latest player to add to this list is Adrian Silva. Adrian Silva headed to Atalanta for 6.2 mil. And Kasper Schmeichel, again, just like Vardy, this one hurts. Kasper Schmeichel headed to Fiorentina for 19.6 mil. But that has happened so we can make the massive all-time signing of Alisson Becker, the Liverpool goalkeeper, joining us here at the King Power for £93.5 million. A little bit of a roadblock as he is recovering from an ACL injury, but he'll be there come the start of the season, which is what we're after. Alisson, welcome to Leicester City. Back to the departures, however, Diabate off to Burnley, and Rashid Ghazal, the Algerian, headed to Nice. Mendy headed to St. James's Park for 6 mil. Daniel Amati is headed to Brazil, off to Atletico Mineiro for 4.75 mil. And that's the business we're doing for this opening transfer window. Just the one signing of Alisson, but luckily, because we sold off so many sort of deadwood players, we have a little bit to play around with in January. So I'm going to bite my tongue and just kind of see how the squad is progressing, how the team's performing, and make a decision then. And just for context, because you guys did leave comments on the last rebuild saying that you want to see a little bit more of the squad, here is the team at the start of this second season, well, after the first window. Alisson, a huge addition. My big focus, though, is on Harvey Barnes. I really want him to grow a little bit more during the next half of the season so that he can keep his spot in the side. Up into the top 4. Honestly, I want Champions League qualification for next season. We currently sit in 4th position on 49 points, a point behind Liverpool, 2 behind Chelsea, and 7 behind Arsenal, who are leading the league somehow. We have decided to loan out Hamza Chowdhury, however, for the next season on a loan move to Cardiff. And yeah, I've decided to bite the bullet. It was a little bit of a tough one to choose from, but I have decided to part ways with Harvey Barnes, who is headed to AS Monaco for £48 million. We're only making big signings up in here, boys. Raheem, the Dream Sterling, joining us from Manchester City for £102.9 million. Play the clip.
Hi, I'm Raheem Sterling. You're watching Jarrett HD.
So there we go. It's a left wing sort of window. Sterling in, Barnes out. Seems like a fair deal to me. And we have finished in the top 4, finishing 3rd in the Premier League this season. Arsenal have won the league, which is just absurd to me. But Liverpool in 2nd on 91 points. We get that 3rd position though, and are playing Champions League football in Season 3. At the other end of the spectrum, however, it is Fulham, Cardiff, and Watford all being relegated. We lost the FA Cup final to Liverpool. And Arsenal have done the domestic double, winning the Carabao Cup. Barcelona stopped Man City from a back-to-back Champions League title. And we have won the Europa League here at Leicester City. We've got our hands on some European silverware, taking down Napoli 1-0 in the Europa League final. Let's go. Come on, you Foxes. Anthony Martial scored 44 goals in all competitions this season. Look at that strike rate as well in the Europa League. He got 16 goals in 19 appearances. That is unbelievably insane there from Anthony Martial. So from the lows of Season 1 to the immense highs of Season 2, it has been an insane season here at Leicester City. and we've got Champions League football to look forward to in Season 3. In a move that might piss off a few people, I have decided to bring Slabhead Maguire back to the King Power, signing Harry Maguire from Manchester United for £58 million. And I have decided to start making a few backup signings here. I honestly think we can go deep in the Champions League, if not all the way in this third season. But Alphonse Areola is joining us from PSG for 31.5 mil. I never thought I'd see the day, but here we are. James Rodriguez is a fox. And I have decided to part company with Bart Kaputska, headed to Club Brugge for 9.2 mil. So there we go. A pretty big transfer window. Maguire, Areola, and James Rodriguez all into the club. Kaputska out of the club. But we have been drawn into what I would say is a very difficult Champions League group. I mean, Inter Milan, always insane in career mode. Porto, they've got some great youngsters. Celtic, again, I'd probably see them as the fourth team in this group, like in terms of ability. But even then, they could honestly get out of this group. So we're going to have to be on our A game here. Let's just simulate. Let's go through in 3, 2, 1. Oh, okay. Never mind. We have absolutely wiped the floor with the group. 6 wins, 0 draws, 0 losses, and just the 1 goal conceded. We're through to the knockout rounds in absolute ease. And at the halfway point of the Premier League season, we are flying. We're currently top of the Premier League. So all of that points towards us having a good crack at the Champions League this season. So I'm going to continue strengthening the side. We desperately need a new left back in case something happens to Chilwell. So Emerson is signing on as our backup left back, and he can also play left mid and all that stuff. And there it is. That's the only piece of business we're going to do here in the January window. Emerson into the club. Nobody out of it. Let's see how we go in the knockout rounds. I haven't even looked at who we're playing in the knockout rounds. How rude of me not to show you guys who we're playing in the knockout rounds. It is Lazio. As you can see, we have the first leg on the road here, traveling away to Rome. I was going to say, is Rome the Italian capital? I don't know. It's either that or Milan. But we're going to get into the first leg here. Simulating in 3, 2, 1. And it's a 3-0 win. Most importantly, we get 3 away goals on the board. We're in a great position. It's going to take a minor miracle for Lazio to get back into this second leg. All I'm hoping for is no injuries and no suspensions. 3-0 up in the first leg. And after the second leg, we're 5-1 winners, making that 8-1 on aggregate. Chilwell with a brace. We have demolished Lazio. In the quarterfinals of the Champions League, we are going to be facing Borussia Dortmund. Alright, this is definitely a step up compared to Lazio. The first leg is at home, so for me, I do not want away goals on the board. We're going to simulate here, and the scoreline is going to be a 3-2 lead. But quite worryingly, Dortmund have 2 away goals on the board. So we've left the door quite open for them. All right, the second leg here at the Signal Iduna Park. We're 3-2 up. No injuries, no suspensions, and a clean sheet we get through. And we get all 3 of those. A 1-0 win. Kelechi Iheanacho coming off the bench to secure the result. And we're through to the semi-finals, 4-2 on aggregate. Let's go. Things just got quite real, lads. We are versing Barcelona in the semi-finals. I'm assuming Messi is still going to be kicking it. Real Madrid and Inter in the other semi. But if we can get through to the Champions League final in this third season, I would be stoked. The first leg is away at Camp Nou here. We need some away goals to our name. We need to set ourselves up for success in the second leg. We're going to simulate it here. And the scoreline is going to be a 2-2 draw. So we've got 2 away goals. But quite worryingly, Yuri Tielemans with the straight red card. So he's going to be missing the second leg. And Madison injured. I hope it's not a long-term injury. It's going to be an 8-week injury for Madison. So he's definitely missing the second leg. I don't know if he's going to make the final if we even get there. So here we are. I honestly have minimal confidence now that 2 of our big midfielders are out of the side. We're at home here. If we keep a clean sheet, we go through. The scoreline after the second leg is a 1-1 draw, which means we go through to the final on away goals rule. It's 3-3, but those 2 away goals get us through. Martial scores, and without Maddison and Tielemans, we have qualified for the Champions League final. Oh my god. I am honestly shell-shocked that we made it to the final. We are facing Real Madrid, but we are going to take a look around the grounds before the Champions League final. Mönchengladbach won the Europa League. We have won the Premier League title. We are Centurions with Leicester City. It is a second Premier League title. How good is that? At the other end of the table, however, it is Leeds, Sheffield United, and West Brom getting relegated. Maybe a sign of things to come for next year. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. We have lost the FA Cup final again, but we won the Carabao Cup here with Leicester City, beating Manchester United on penalties. And because we were in the Europa League, or we won the Europa League last year, we got to go in the Super Cup, but unfortunately we lost that to Barca. But anyways, lads, we have an opportunity, a golden opportunity to win a Champions League title here with Leicester City in season number 3. It's been an insane record-breaking season. We have an insane team put together. But now the big question is, can we deliver on the park here? And that question is about to be answered. Let's jump into it, lads. The Champions League final, Leicester City versus Real Madrid. Here we go, fellas. It is the Foxes versus the Galacticos. Who's going to come away European champions? Let's find out. We are on the attack here. It's been a very cagey start to things. Good run there. Martial going through to Rodriguez. I see the overlap to Martial. One-on-one, but he's hit that one straight at Thibaut Courtois. Bloody hell. Come on, lads. We need to get the lead before half-time. It's been a cagey first half. That's a great run from Martial. I'm watching you, James Rodriguez. We're going to go through. James, get it back. Oh, is he offside? Oh, we stuffed that up royally. Real Madrid just toying around with it in the midfield. Get there, Maguire. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Come off. Come off. That's such a crap goal to concede. Maguire's headed it into our own player. And they've won the 50-50. Nah, bin that off. Come on, lads. Got to defend here. Got to get bodies in front of it. Jockey. They shoot it and they put it wide again with Casemiro. My God. And Didi. I see that run being made. Martial. Good touch. Can he get past Varane? He does. He has the pace. Martial. One-on-one. Ding. Said it's 1-0. Let's go. What a finish. Anthony Martial. We're back in this final, lads. What a finish from the Frenchman. I saw the keeper halfway off his line and thought I had to try it. Real Madrid just playing it around here. Got to stay focused. They've gone down to Richarlison, and I'm caught in no man's land with Chilwell, who I've got it bloody right back. Get your head on that one. Oh, it's come straight out. No! Oh my God. Casemiro has fired Real Madrid into the lead. There's what, like 5 minutes left. The goals we've conceded have been bloody crap, man. There it is, lads. For the first time in a long time, we have lost a final here in the rebuilding series. That bloody hurts, lads. That should be us right now. Let's crack on. It's going to have to take at least a 4th season. My line of thinking right now is that we need to make ourselves bulletproof. We got caught. Having Maddison and those players in Tielemans or Maddison out in the final cost us. I'm going to make a few big signings. Adama Traore from Wolverhampton, the first one of those. I've also decided to sign another backup midfielder here. Nemanja Maksimovic is joining us from Getafe, 34 mil. And a backup striker into the club in case something happens to Martial. We've gone for an upgrade on Iheanacho. It is Paco Alcacer coming across from Villarreal. Also decided to part ways with Josh Knight here, headed to Hanover for just under 2.5 mil. You know what? I wasn't going to do this, but I've said screw it. Raphael Varane is now a Leicester City player. We have signed the Frenchman from the side that beat us in the final, Real Madrid, for £72.6 million. So there it is. We are not stuffing around this transfer window. We have brought in 3 decent players and one massive player. Very interested to see if we can get back to the position we were last year. And just for a quick look at the side, our bench is super strong now, defensively as well. We've got players like Suyunsu and Tar, who would make it into most starting 11s in the Champions League as reserves. So that just shows the immense strength we have. Of course, we are back into the Champions League after winning the Premier League last season. We have been grouped up against Lazio, Leipzig, and Sporting. So some formidable opponents, but we've just got to focus on our own game here. We've got a new level of intensity this season. And there it is. We go undefeated. So we haven't lost a group stage game in the Champions League for 2 years. 0 losses, 16 points. Top of the group. I actually remembered to show you guys this season, but we are matched up with Valencia in the Champions League round of 16. Our title defense in the Premier League this season has gotten off to a strong but not comfortable start. We currently find ourselves in 3rd position, 3 points behind Liverpool and City. And we are all out of cash. We have done no business here in the January transfer window. I love the team we have right now, and I'm hopeful it can get us one step further than the last. Whew. All right, lads, here we go. Champions League round of 16. Last year we took on Lazio. This year it's Valencia. We travel to Spain for the first leg. We're going to simulate it here. And the scoreline is going to be a 4-1 win. Martial, 4 goals to his name. This dude's an absolute beast in this save. My word. So it's going to be a pretty tough sell to say that we're not going to get through to the round of the quarterfinals here. We're at home. The big thing for me is just no injuries and no suspensions. We simulate, and the scoreline is a 2-1 win. But Maguire and Varane both come out second best. Varane with a yellow card, so hopefully he's not suspended. But Maguire injured. Tar and Suyunsu might get some game time now. I kind of wanted an opportunity to verse Real Madrid in these knockout rounds, but I wanted it to be in the final. Nevertheless, we get a chance. It's a Champions League final replay. Leicester City versus Real Madrid in the quarterfinals. Okay, this is a big test in the quarters. Maguire back into the side. We're at home here, so for me, the big priority is a clean sheet against Madrid. The scoreline after the first leg is going to be a 1-0 win. It's a clean sheet. Carvajal gets sent off. Alcacer comes off the bench and is our hero. So clean sheet is very good. All right, away at the Santiago Bernabeu here. If we can get ourselves on the score sheet, we will be in a golden position. Let's just do it. Let's get into the second leg here to get ourselves back to the semi-finals. We do just that. We come away completely unscathed. No goals, no injuries, no suspensions. 1-0 into the Champions League semis. Let's go. So, in these semi-finals, 2 English sides, 1 Spanish and 1 Italian. We've been drawn up against the Italian. It is Leicester City versus AC Milan, the fashion capital of the world, and Milan. All right, so we are at the King Power Stadium here for the first leg. Leicester versus Milan. For me, you guys know what I'm about to say. We want a clean sheet. We're going to get into it, and the scoreline is going to be a 2-1 win. So we come away with the lead, but that away goal there for Mason Mount has me a little bit concerned. All right, we are 1 big performance away, 1 solid performance away from a 2nd consecutive Champions League final. We travel to Milan here. the fashion capital of the world, or at least Italy. But the scoreline is going to be a 3-1 win. We are through, but I'm a little worried. No Maguire, no Ndidi. Oh, please don't be out. So it is going to be City versus City in the Champions League final. It is an all-English affair. Leicester versus Manchester City. One English club is bringing the Champions League back home. Taking a look around the other competitions, however, it is Inter Milan, Europa League champions this year. We have gone back to back as Premier League champions, edging out Man City on goal difference. That is sweet. At the other end of the table, however, it is Palace, Burnley, and Cardiff all being sent down to the championship. We have won the FA Community Shield in this 4th season, but we haven't won the FA Cup. That honour goes to Man City, who got it done in a Manchester derby. Another Carabao Cup title to our name, however. We take down Man City 3-2. So here we go again. Tell me, is this deja vu? You guys know the squad from last year. It has significantly improved. A lot of players growing quite nicely, and I'm hopeful those improvements will be enough to get us over the line as we face Manchester City and look to deliver Leicester City our first ever Champions League title. We're going to have to get off to a strong start. We're going to have to make sure we defend well, but we're going to have to show some goddamn heart. Let's get into it, lads. The Champions League final in Season 4, Leicester and Man City. It is showtime. We are taking on Man City and looking to right the wrongs of last season. Let's get the job done, lads. Throwing as we go there to Pereira, right back to Neres, looking for some options in the midfield. Nice, a lunge in, which gives us an opportunity. Madison going through. Martial at the near post. What's the keeper doing? That is a dream start there. Anthony Martial is honestly cracked out of his mind as a player in this save, and it shows. Near post OP has finally worked to our favour. Turned it over in a cheap position there. Wendell, Sane sliding in behind, sliding it in there. Allison, get it away, my God. Not good at all, but something that is good is Raheem Sterling on the counter-attack against his former team. Looking for an option, there's nobody really opening up. We might just have to have it ourselves. We're going to do that and we're going to score it! Let's go! Raheem Sterling scoring against his former side. Oh my God, that's nice. Gotta stop them here. We're flying against Man City, but there's so much time left in this game. Pereira needs to get back. Good stuff, Pereira. Maybe another counter-attack can open up. We've got a lot of jerseys up here. Make it work. Madison looking for support. Going to Martial. Martial, one-on-one again. Martial is going to make it 3. We are the counter-attacking kings. Oh, it's a murder. It's a murder. Come on, I want to get a 4 through. It's been a very dull second half. Good ball. Through to Yuri Tielemans. It's 4. Oh, nothing has happened in this second half. Up until this point, Yuri Tielemans, 4-0. We're going to be champs, baby. I want to at least keep a clean sheet here. They're going to keep it in quite nicely. They're going to put that one in there. Get to it, Slabhead. Slabhead doesn't, but if that's all that Man City are going to offer today, I think we'll be sweet. There it is, lads. After going down in heartbreaking fashion last season, we right the wrongs, come out and absolutely destroy Manchester City. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the Leicester City rebuild done and dusted. I hope you guys enjoyed today's rebuild, and I hope you enjoy these title celebrations. If you enjoyed the rebuild, make sure you leave a like on the video. Subscribe down below if you're new around here. Check out the second channel as well while you're at it. But it's been Jared HD here. I'm out. Peace.